Australia's $11 billion new Western Sydney Airport is a game-changer. At first glance, the rolling hills look as they have for decades. Houses, chicken sheds, eucalyptus, and other Australian natives dot the landscape. And despite the rush of announcements by politicians, some around Badgerys Creek remain skeptical about whether the airport that has been talked about in Sydney since the 1940s will ever become a reality. Yet slowly, the area near the foothills of the Blue Mountains is beginning to change. One of the tangible pointers to what lies ahead for 1,700 hectares of Commonwealth-owned land at Badgerys Creek is a sign on Elizabeth Drive declaring the Western Sydney Airport site. Around that sign, greenhouses lie disused. The local primary school is in disrepair, awaiting demolition. Graves and cemeteries will soon be relocated. Construction has begun on roads in adjacent suburbs. A smattering of locals might be skeptical, but this time they might be wrong. The nation's political class has decided that in less than a decade, a Badgerys Creek Airport will be operational. And the airport is expected to be more than simply a place for planes to take off and land. It is expected to be a catalyst for the economic transformation of the region. Today, we are talking about the new Sydney Airport, its location, construction, and other details. We promise you that you will be delighted with the video and this mega project. Just like the video and subscribe to the channel. After that, we can continue with the story about the airport. Here we go. Decades in the making, the new airport will radically reshape Badgerys Creek and the rest of Western Sydney, for good. Planned well, it will create thousands of local jobs, both directly and indirectly, and offer millions of people a closer and cheaper alternative to Sydney Airport. Under government plans, the new airport will be able to handle about 10 million passengers a year when it opens in 2026, making it a similar size to Gold Coast Airport at Coolangatta. Within a further 5 years, it is expected to be about the size of Adelaide Airport. In the early years, only about 1/5 of passengers are forecast to be flying from Badgerys Creek on international flights. However, the split between international and domestic passengers is expected to be 43% and 50% respectively by 2050. By then, the government expects a second parallel runway to be built, allowing the airport to handle about 82 million passengers a year. Every detail of the airport's design has been pored over by a panel of everyday Australians to make sure it's fit to purpose. This airport will differ from others in many ways, and one of them is the baggage sorting system. Beneath the entrance to the airport is an enormous basement built to fit the country's most advanced and automated baggage sorting system. A computer sends travelers' bags from check-in directly to the flight, all beneath their feet. Most airports were built many years ago, so they have a belt-based system. The terminal will be a destination in its own right, with specialty realty, restaurants and cafes, as well as an outdoor plaza that can host events like local food festivals, markets, and community celebrations. Sustainability is a key consideration, with a terminal designed to bring in natural light and reduce carbon emissions. The terminal roof will be productive, generating solar electricity and harvesting rainwater. Sustainable and recycled materials will be used throughout the terminal, including the structure, finishes, and furniture. The design pays a tribute to Western Sydney's rich Aboriginal heritage, connecting visitors arriving in Australia at Western Sydney International to more than 60,000 years of Aboriginal culture. For the airport to operate smoothly, transport linkages will be crucial, but already a decision on how to build those transport links is dividing the state's influential transport lobbies. Should rail lines run from the east or the south? Should they connect from Parramatta or Penrith? The answer to these questions will control the outcome of tens of billions of dollars in potential land value increases, and they will help shape the city for decades to come. An extension of the South West Rail link from Leppington in Sydney's southwest to Badgerys Creek has been on the drawing board since 1994 and is the most likely first option for a rail link to the airport. It is the easiest, most pragmatic, and most cost-effective solution to a known problem, a state transport planner says. Well, all these plans are great. Construction is ongoing, even though the pandemic did not stop and delay the work. The year 2026 is expected, and the first official flight to this airport will mark its opening. Do you like the layout of this airport? Maybe in the future you will land at this airport and see for yourself its great projection. And until then, Tell us your thoughts about this video in the comments section. We value your opinion as well as criticism, so feel free to write it. Press the notification button so you don't miss the next video, and make sure to subscribe to the channel. If you enjoyed today, press like and share the video. That's it for today. See you